So Ed Boon took to Twitter recently to ask MK fans what the community really knows about what's going on and going to be in Mortal Kombat 1. And he did this with Twitter polls for truth or troll. He asked 10 questions, and I wanted to kind of go over those questions with you because there's some interesting questions that he's asking which kind of gives us teases as possibly what's to come in Mortal Kombat 1. So let's get right to it. So the first question he asks, there will be a new color ninja introduced in Mortal Kombat 1. And I'm going to give poll results and percentages, and that's at the time of this recording, so they could change after this video is released. They could be lower or higher, but this is what I have so far for this video. So 48.6% said truth, and 51.4% said troll, including myself said troll. Now, there have been previous rumors and teases about a possible new ninja added to the current mix, and of course, their color could possibly be pink. That would be the new color possibly for the ninja. And I think while a new ninja would be welcomed, I think Ed has clearly been trolling us for a while about this, and I don't think we're going to get a new ninja. The last time we got a newer ninja added to the mix, or at least as a playable character, he's kind of been around for a while here and there as cameos, but Tremor in Mortal Kombat 10 was the most recent one that we got. So I think we've already had one, and I don't know if we need another one right this second. So question 2 was Shujinko will be one of the Kameo Fighters. 64.8% said truth, 35.2% said troll. Now, I said truth because Shujinko, while he made his debut in Mortal Kombat Deception and has made cameos most recently in Mortal Kombat 10, Ed did say that cameos will be really high on the with nostalgia factor and feature characters from all eras, so Shujinko could definitely be featured in that mix. So I totally think that could be true. So question number 3 was, Animalities are returning to Mortal Kombat 1. This was interesting because this was a 50-50 split. I said true, but 50% of people said troll, and that was out of 50,000 people. So that's crazy that we're 50-50 split. Now, it's been a while since we saw Animalities in a Mortal Kombat game, so I know I'd personally welcome their return. Growing up with playing Mortal Kombat my whole life, you know, Mortal Kombat 3 Animalities were very something different. Even some of the characters having some very unique and kind of comical animals as their characters. So I think having them brought back would just be something fun. And I think with this kind of modern take on the graphics, I think it'd be something a lot of fans would welcome. So number 4, maybe obvious, but Lou Ferrigno will be making an appearance in Mortal Kombat 1. 31% said this was true, 69% said troll. I said it was a troll, but I can see where this could possibly be true because Ed and the NetherRealm Studios team like vintage action characters, and why not have Lou Ferrigno, I would think, as the Incredible Hulk, be in Mortal Kombat 1. Now, the Incredible Hulk was from the late 70s to the early 80s and then had some spin-off movies. So he's, you know, got a staple point in pop culture. And we already have Stallone and Schwarzenegger and now Van Damme, so why not Ferrigno? Just something to think about. So question 5 was, Meat is one of the stronger Kameo Fighters. This was almost even split too. So 47.7% said truth, 52.3% said troll. I said troll on that one because while Meat has had many cameos throughout the Mortal Kombat games, the last time we could actually play as him was back in Mortal Kombat Armageddon. And while I think him being a cameo is a great and quirky choice, I think many fans will like to see happen is have him back, period. I don't think he is one of the stronger fighters. I think there's a lot of other cameos, fighters that are going to be there that could be stronger than him. That's just my personal opinion. So number 6 was Kameo Fighters will have Brutalities. This was one of the larger scale percentages. 85.8% said truth and 14.2% said troll. So given that cameos are going to have fatalities of their own, I think it's very possible they could have Brutalities. A Brutality allows a player to pull off an extraordinary long and rapid combo to kill an opponent. That's per the wiki. And cameos are all about combos, so this would totally make sense to me that they could do a fatality and in conjunction possibly with the main player do a brutality. I think it's possible. So moving on to number 7, the MK1 Story Mode will have a post-credit scene. Out of all the questions, this is the one that had the most percentage. at least of one choosing the other. So out of 47, almost 47,500 votes, 90.5% said truth and 9.5% said troll. So a lot of video games nowadays are all about introducing new chapters to the main story to kind of maintain longevity of gameplay and kind of hold the interest of the players. You know, we have like seasons that come up and new, DLC packs and have like story modes and some multiplayer play to kind of keep the game going longer and longer. So a post-credit scene at the end of Mortal Kombat 1 is kind of a no-brainer and definitely would make sense to me, given how they handled Mortal Kombat 11 and then we had Aftermath. I do hope the story of Mortal Kombat 1 goes on for a while, long before we ever get Mortal Kombat Part 2. So I do think that one has some truth to it. All right, number 8. Puzzle combat will be returning in Mortal Kombat 1. 34.6% said truth and 65.4% said troll. Now, as with a lot of the mini games, while I think puzzle combat would be one of the mini games that people would want to return, I don't think they're going to bring it back. I don't think NetherRealm Studios wants to focus on that with Mortal Kombat 1. I think if anything, we'll get that kind of Crypt Conquest mode hybrid probably of some sort, but no puzzle mode. To me personally, I'd want combat chess. I like combat chess, and I'd love to see that one make a comeback, or even the one with like kind of the combat kart, the Mario Kart style one. That was kind of cool too. All right, so number 9. There are no four-legged fighters in Mortal Kombat 1. 35.3% said truth, and 64.7% said troll. Now, obviously, what we're talking about is Motaro, and many MK fans in my comment section have wanted Motaro to come back. I would love to have Motaro come back. I would love as many characters as we can to make a cameo or be playable characters. I'd welcome all of them. But this has been discussed before and probably will not happen. It's been said possibly due to the design and just mechanics it's a little bit harder for them to do. But I still think there's an opportunity for him possibly as a cameo, just not as a playable character in the main roster. My personal thoughts. MK1, the final question. MK1 will feature the return of Test Your Sight. This is another mini game, and I was kind of surprised by the poll results, but 69.6% said truth and 30.4% said troll. And the last time we saw Test Your Sight was in Mortal Kombat 9, so given that it hasn't been that long, it's not that entirely unlikely that we could see it make an appearance in Mortal Kombat 1. Like I said before, I don't think there's other mini games that are more deserving of a comeback, but honestly, the more modes that we get in this game, I think the better. It gives us something different, many different avenues to do. So if we had a story mode, mini games, playing with the towers, having player versus player, all that kind of good stuff, that gives us a lot to work with and a lot to be interested in the game as a whole. So what do you think about Ed Boon's Truth or Troll? Do you think we're going to get a new ninja? Do you think Shujinko will be one of the Kameo Fighters? These are kind of the main questions I want think your thoughts on. Do you think Animalities will be coming back? What do you think about Meat being one of the stronger Kameo Fighters? Do you think cameos will have Brutalities? Do you think we will get a post-credit scene in Mortal Kombat 1? And do you think we will get some of these mini games seeing their return? Love your thoughts in the comments down below. That's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the like button, more than subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time on the Mashup.